Hey everyone, my name is Eli Shmuel, and I am going to speak for a few moments about a small part of the Karaite tradition regarding Shechita. Shechita is a Hebrew word that means slaughter and refers to the way that Jews ritually slaughter animals for eating and sacrifice. Of course, we don't perform sacrifices today, so we are mostly discussing slaughter as it pertains to eating. By way of background, I'm 22 years old. I currently serve in the Israeli army, and my family is from the historical Karaite Jewish community of Egypt. My father, Rabbi Eli Shmuel, does a lot of work with respect to the new moon and the Karaite calendar. As for slaughter, I'm going to start off with something that might sound a little bit shocking, but it is important context for you to understand where I'm coming from. I actually will only eat meat slaughtered by a religious Karaite Jew. So this means that when I am in restaurants in Israel, even restaurants that are certified kosher, I eat only vegetarian food or fish. I'm actually planning a trip to the United States in a few months, and I won't be eating any meat there unless it is slaughtered according to the historical Karaite Jewish tradition. There are two essential reasons why I only eat meat slaughtered by a religious Karaite. First, in the traditional Karaite halacha, the Shechita should be done in a way causing the animal the least amount of pain as possible. The Torah does not say this expressly, but it is something that we infer from the various mitzvot concerning compassion towards animals. And it is impossible that God gave mankind dominion over the land and animals if God did not want us to show compassion and respect toward His creations. In the Jewish tradition, Rabbinites and Karaites agree that we need to perform Shechita by slaughtering an animal by slitting its throat. But Rabbinites and Karaites have a different method of actually performing the slaughter. For the purposes of this discussion, we need to know that the throat consists of 4 parts, which are the windpipe, the gullet, and 2 veins. Another word for gullet is the esophagus. The 4 parts of the throat are called the 4 signs, or in Hebrew we call them Arbaat HaSimanim. These are called signs because, as we shall see, they are used as indications that the slaughter has been done properly. According to the Karaite tradition, all 4 signs, that is, all 4 parts of the throat, must be completely cut during the slaughter in order to avoid unnecessary pain and fibrillation. In other words, by cutting fewer than all 4 signs, the animal will suffer much more. In comparison, the Rabbinic halacha says that the slaughterer has to cut at least 2 signs in order for the slaughter to be kosher. And you can verify the Rabbinic view by reading Rambam's Mishneh Torah, Sefer Kedusha, Shechita, chapter 1, halacha 9. By the way, you might wonder why slitting of the neck is the only proper or kosher way of killing an animal destined for eating, even though there are other easier ways slaughtering the animal. The answer is that according to the Torah, we have to pour out the blood while slaughtering, as mentioned in Leviticus 17:13. Pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. Slaughtering by slitting the neck is the only way we know to make sure that the blood pours out onto the ground and at the same time to cause the least amount of pain. I'll also add that some linguists believe that the word Shechita as a linguistic matter actually means to slaughter by slitting the neck, and that is not a generic word of killing an animal by any means we would like. The second reason why I only eat meat slaughtered by a religious Karaite concerns the slaughterer himself. The act of slaughter is a holy act because it concerns the life of the animal. In the historical Karaite halachic tradition, the person who performs such a holy act relating to the life of a pure, kosher creature has to be honest and religious. This means that he has to believe in the 10 principles of faith, pray twice a day, keep Shabbat, and know all the ways of permissions and prohibitions of the Shechita to ease the pain of the animal. For instance, in the traditional Karaite view, eating meat slaughtered by a Muslim or a Christian or even a non-Paris Karaite Jewish person is forbidden, even if he did it according to the Karaite halacha, because he does not believe in the 10 principles of faith and does not keep Shabbat. Perhaps we can discuss this in more detail at another time, and perhaps we'll do a talk on the 10 principles of faith soon. I note that the Karaites and the Rabbinites historically disagreed about some other items concerning slaughter. One important difference is that in the Rabbinic tradition, it is permissible to slaughter a pregnant animal. If you would like to read about the Rabbinic opinion, you may do so in the Babylonian Talmud, Masechet Chulin 74a and 74b. On the other hand, Karaite historically found it to be forbidden to slaughter a pregnant animal. The mitzvah at issue is found in Leviticus 22:28. You shall not kill it, that is, the animal, and its young, but in 1 day. The traditional Karaite interpretation of the verse would forbid slaughtering a pregnant animal. As background, the Torah provides many verses concerning compassion to animals. This is one of many mitzvot embodying this principle. Moreover, there is a difference in the blessing said before the slaughter. Our brethren, the Rabbinites, say the following blessing: Baruch ata Hashem Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al hashechita. In translation, Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments, and has commanded us concerning slaughter. The Karaite blessing is different, and it reflects the fact that initially mankind did not have permission to slaughter. In the times of Adam and Eve, mankind was not given permission to eat meat. After the flood, God gave Noah and mankind the permission to slaughter. That's why we Karaite Jews say a blessing that reflects the fact that we were given the permission to slaughter certain animals. Baruch ata Hashem, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav, והתיר לנו לשחוט בהמה טהורה, or of tahor. In translation, Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments, and has permitted us to slaughter a pure, kosher beast or bird. It is also interesting that Noah was commanded not to eat the blood of the animal. See Genesis 9:4. And as we discussed earlier, the Israelites were also later commanded not to eat the blood. This suggests that the method of slaughter might have been known well before the Torah was given to the Jews. Under this view, the Torah does not specifically discuss the exact method of Shechita, because it was known to mankind before the Torah was given. For example, when the Torah relays the events concerning how Joseph was sold into slavery, it explains that Joseph's brothers tried to convince their father that Joseph had died. And as proof of Joseph's death, they brought their father Joseph's bloody coat. The way Joseph's brothers put blood on the coat was that they slaughtered the goat and dipped the coat in the blood of it. The word used for slaughter here is vayishchatu, which is related to the word lishchot and shechita. See Genesis 37:31. This also suggests that the method of slaughter was known before the Torah. So the Torah incorporates this method by asking us to perform shechita, as in the shechita of the Passover sacrifice. See Exodus 12:21. Well, I hope you found this interesting. My goal here was to give you just a small aspect of the traditional Karaite halacha on slaughtering. Of course, we could discuss all these issues for hours, but I hope that I've given you some perspective of the Karaite tradition. God bless you all, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.